RAP architecture, how much practical it has. Okay. Once we create a RAP application, I would show you whether the architecture which we explain, whether it follows into the RAP side as well. Okay. RAP side as well. Definitely, whatever the steps we are consuming here, if you see the image, so the same steps that consume to create a RAP application and the if you create a CDS, that will be in the CDS and the behavior definition. If you create a service binding, that will be under the business service section and the service consumption. Okay, so everything I'll show this in the practical. This will create as a folder in our Eclipse. So I'll show that also. And when it comes to the architecture of the RAP, how the RAP is built. RAP is an architecture for the development of SAP HANA optimized data services for the SAP Fiori applications. It is available in products like SAP BTP ABAP environment, SAP S4 HANA Cloud, and the application server ABAP 7.56. It's completely RAP is based on the CDS and the ABAP based custom logic which uses the SAP UI5 for the user interface. I already shown about the how the classic will be built, how it will reduce the manual effort. And when it comes to the data modeling part. The first layer to create a RAP application is the data modeling and the behavior. What is the data modeling? Data modeling is nothing but it's a collection of entities which is involved in a business scenario. For example, if you consider in the cloud, there is a flight information. Okay, what is the travel and the where you are going to travel? What is the travel status? What is the booking fee? Okay, so these are the and is there any child entities? For every travel, we'll be having bookings, and like this, we'll be having the child entities will be there. Okay, one will be the parent, that will be the travel, and the supplements, booking, those will be under the childs. So the parent and child and whatever the entities which is relates to the data model, which we design this data modeling through CDS. Okay. So we'll also show you the parent and child relationships also, which is used to build the create deep entity, like how we create the auditor services. Create deep entity, the persons who doesn't know, who will create the header and the item at a once at a time. Is that possible in the RAP? Yes, that is also possible. So once we dig down into that, I'll also show that also. And when it comes to the behavior definition, which is the behavior definition and the implementation part. So behavior definition and the implementation part, once you create an entity, once you create the data modeling for your application, it generates the behavior definition. So behavior definition will tells you all the customizations and the all the transactional applications, which is the operation which is being involved in the CRUD operations, so which will coming into the behavior definitions. If you want to create a custom button, or if you want to validate anything, if you want to perform anything, so definitely you have to go for the behavior definition. So we don't need to create this does by automatically by doing one set of process. Everything will be automated. So I'll show in the practical also. Okay, it's not just only theoretical. Once if you show the practical, you will understood very much so that you will have the good exposure on it. So the next one. So the next layer is business service. Business service is a combining of service definition and the service binding. Service definition is used to what the part of a CDS or will be exposed in the next layer. For example, I'm consuming 10 fields in my CDS, but I don't want to show 10 fields in my Fiori app. Okay, so at that time I'll expose only 5 fields. Okay, okay, you don't need that, right? So at that time we have to go for the those exposing nature. And also we'll be having service binding. So service binding will tells you the specific communication such as like how we create the Odita service, Odita V2 versus Odita V4, whatever the version you want to create. Okay, they will be created automatically if you want that service to be consumed in the custom UI5 also, that is also possible. Okay, so the next coming into the service consumption. The service can be exposed as UI service by using the SAP Fiori elements, which is the UI annotations. An auditor service that is exposed web API without any UI information in the metadata also, that is also a possibility. The RAP model can be used in a variety of scenarios to build the applications. It can be